new rule. What do you get when you mix out left political agenda pushers disguised as comedians and an administration that they don't like? You end up with our current state of events in late-night TV. You see that it was an example of bad comedy, just like what we see on TV today. The late-night hosts seem to be attempting to goose their ratings by appealing to the night watchers who are apparently mostly left-wingers. Maybe they can stay up late because they don't have a job to go to in the mornings, or maybe they're just willing to wait out prime time in order to hear some great anti-Trump jokes, but either way, these so-called comedians seem to have it out for our commander-in-chief. However, their slights have not gone unnoticed. President Trump decided that he would put in a good word for all the conservatives who are now shunned by the hosts. He says that they ought to give a little airtime to the other side. Time reported on the president's comments, and the ensuing Twitter responses. President Donald Trump wants anti-Trump late-night television hosts to give Republicans equal screen time on their shows. Late-night host, sick, are dealing with the Democrats for their very unfunny and repetitive material, always anti-Trump. The president tweeted Saturday morning. Should we get equal time? More and more people are suggesting that Republicans, and me, should be given equal time on TV when you look at the one-sided coverage. Trump added in a second tweet. That seems like a completely reasonable request. The POTUS is asking those on television to give his supporters something they'd like to watch. In other words, if you're not afraid of what we might say, maybe have someone on that disagrees with you once in a while. But, in what is a typical comedian evasion tactic, the comedians in question just cracked jokes. Late-night host Seth Meyers fired back a reply not long after Trump's tweets, writing, "We'd love to have you. Studio located at 15 Penguin Avenue, Antarctica." Not long after, Jimmy Kimmel had some thoughts, tweeting at Trump, "Excellent point, Mr. President. You should quit that boring job, I'll let you have my show all to yourself #MAGA." That's okay, Mr. Kimmel, the president isn't looking for a downgrade at the moment. Believe it or not, there is something more powerful than a TV personality. That's why they call him the leader of the free world and you guys replaceable. Kimmel's reply prompted a response from the president's son, Donald Trump Jr., thoughts on Harvey Weinstein? Asking for a friend, he wrote, referring to a recent sexual harassment reports involving the movie producer, who has given a number of donations to Democratic politicians. You mean that big story from the failing, liberal, one-sided at New York Times? I think it is disgusting, Kimmel fired back. Again, a little bit of diversion goes a long way if you've got to make up for your party is completely devoid of any moral integrity whatsoever. Don Jr. was asking the proud liberals to speak up, even giving him a chance to denounce the despicable comrade among their ranks who turned out to be the worst kind of human. However, they're not willing to denounce him, because if they start denouncing him, they'll have a long list of others that they'll have to get rid of as well. It's a slippery slope if you start to say that any moral conduct is bad at all. We would have gladly accepted a "yeah, we got him all wrong." Super upset that he turned out to be that kind of person. But no, never back down from someone who you've got monetary connections to. This was a long-time feud, however. The late-night comedian started in on the president back when he was a candidate, assuming he would never win, and they haven't let up yet. Kimmel and Meyers, along with the likes of Stephen Colbert, Trevor Noah, and John Oliver, have used Trump as fodder for jokes throughout his campaign and presidency, at times outright denouncing him for his comments and actions. NBC's Jimmy Fallon was criticized for entertaining Trump during the campaign by playfully rubbing the future president's hair on his show in what many considered to be a softball interview with no hard-hitting questions. Sadly, this isn't even about the personal convictions of the comedians in question, it's about what the networks want. And in case you missed the memo, the networks aren't big fans of the president ever since he started calling them on their crap. He's not putting up with the bias in media, so of course, they're doubling down on it. That being said, the president has made incredible strides toward effecting change in the public arena. If you don't believe that, just look how he successfully encouraged the NFL boycott, and how those teams are feeling the pain. Hopefully, he'll be equally as successful in promoting the networks to have a few not-so-ridiculously liberal guests on once in a while. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.